What's up, everybody? It's your boy. First, let me say, please excuse the lighting situation. I don't have everything set up because this video is very impromptu. Very impromptu. Like I said, I am still, I guess we could say, vacationing, and I'll talk a little bit about that. In this video, I was watching Mike B, my brother. He did a video, and it was called the Strip Down Challenge, where pretty much there is no edits, no intro, no outro, like nothing, straight up video. Which I've done some of these, and more or less most of my videos are just that. So 10 minutes I'm supposed to just sit here and pretty much talk to you guys straight up, keep it all 100, 1000, and no chasers. So 10 minutes is what I got. And I guess in this 10 minutes, and y'all know I can talk, I'm gonna just talk about what's going on in my life. So, that being said, and I'm sorry, I gotta have a drink, y'all. I know some of y'all might have truly been wondering, like, bro, where the fuck have you been? I briefly mentioned this in the vlog. If you guys don't watch the vlog, my vlogs is totally understandable. That's where you actually get like the realness of me, the rawness, is like what is going on with me like then. And I found out 2 weeks ago that my father had passed, and I know I've done videos about my relationship with him, never really going too far into detail, never really going too far. And I had even said before he passed away, I don't know how I would feel if and when I found out that he would pass, because it's one of those ways, like, you just don't know. Like, if I got the news that my mom's then kicked the bucket, I already know I'm not gonna be good to no fucking body. I know this. With my pops, not so much. Now, the feelings that I felt then, excuse me, my lips are a little bit chapped. Y'all, yeah, if y'all rock with me, y'all know how I feel about chapped. Ooh, I don't want to open up that one. Here's one. Y'all know how I feel about chapped lips. But I was at work, got the message from my brother early in the day. I ain't talked to you in a hot minute, hit me back, let me put a bug in your ear, you should probably call daddy. And I was just like, why do we do this? Because I get so upset when my parents involve my siblings and my relationship with them, more or less with my father. It really upsets me. And it was a glide message that he sent, which I know some people are like, why didn't he call? But, I do work and I probably wake up earlier than most people and start working, and I probably get off later than most people. So, and it's actually nice not just to hear a voice, but to actually see someone as they talk to you. But I was like, when I say working, I'm running like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to sit here and run urine samples and all this other stuff, which is in addition to what my actual fucking job or jobs is. So doing that and come back and go work out, because I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna try to get some of the stress off me. I'm gonna try to get some of the stress off me. And as I'm working out, I see that I got another glide from my brother. That was a concern. I was just like, it'd be one thing if I was overseas and he glided me. It's another thing that I'm stateside. It's like, it's rocky. And I waited to play it. I got back to work, and I was just kind of like wrapping things up, and everything in me was just like, do not play this while you're at work. Just don't fucking do it. And I did it, and I heard my brother. I heard his voice. And it's one of those where when you're in tune with someone, you can catch it. You can just like hear it. I heard it in his voice, and I literally began to break and heard the news, what possibly happened. And I can share it because, it is what it is. My father was walking to his bathroom. He was eating at the same time. He slipped. He hit his head, bust his head to an extent. There was some blood there, but he, as you know, eating, fall back, hit, hit the head, and he began to choke on his food. And it is what it is at that particular point. And it's easy for me to talk about this now. Like, I was actually, I'm not gonna say vlogging, but I was videotaping like the days leading up to me going home and me mourning and just like digging into it. And I'm not gonna post those videos because I think those are more or less just reflection and me looking back. But I'm glad that I did that, because one thing I love about the Jewish faith is it encourages mourning, rather than how the American life is. When something like this happens or when tragedy happens, you just immediately jump to getting back to work, and shit, I'm still fucking on leave. I come back on the 15th, like, so on the 15th of June is my last day, so 16 June I will go back to work. I'm probably going to go back to work early because I think, for what it's worth, mentally I'm ready, but I'm not sure. And the fact that I have broken silence with this video, it does mean that you guys very soon you guys can expect videos from me. So I have a lot of catching up to do. In the event I do a trending topics video this Sunday on Periscope, let's just say we got a lot to talk about. Awful lot. That one was empty. Embarrassing. This is only number 2. It's only number 2. One thing that I can say, if again, this is me being a stripped down challenge, so tearing back the layers, in mourning, kind of going through everything, dealing with my emotions, and even like sitting back, dwelling, seeing all the different things that came up. My baby brother, he had posted on Facebook how he had a relationship with my father and how my father taught him so much and whatnot, and they at one point did live together. And I'm not gonna lie, I felt some kind of way. I was in my feelings about that, because I'm just like, so I can't talk about my sisters because I don't know. I can't talk about my deceased brother because I never met him. But between my 2 older brothers and my baby brother, the men, you have a relationship with them. I'm the only one that truly had to fight for a relationship. That hurt me to my core. Like, knowing that it's just like, what, in essence, what they got so freely. And again, they have their issues with my pops as well. But, what they got freely, I had to fight for. And still never really got it. And it was one of those where I knew deep down my father loved me. I knew this. But it was one of those where it's just like, it was just so much that went on. It was just like, it's just too much. Just entirely too much. But that was one thing that that was probably, I guess, like the biggest revelation. 2 other things that kind of got me was knowing, like I said, I knew my father was in the armed services. Those are conversations that I would have liked to have had with him, just like what his experiences were, where he got stationed, different things like that. Because the reality is just like, there's certain aspects of his life that parallel with mine that don't parallel with my other brothers, dad being one of them. Never really had that. And even in picking out I didn't wear a suit for the funeral. I ended up wearing, just some slacks and a button up and a tie. But in looking for a suit to wear, I was there with my middle brother and my mom's, and I said to my brother, outside of him, y'all only want to know this, but I'm like, this is a moment that I would have loved to have had with Pops, just because when I say my father was fresh, that boy was fresh, that boy was clean, okay? You couldn't tell him, okay, that he was not like the best dressed in the damn thing, okay? I'm letting y'all know you couldn't tell my dad nothing. Shit, I know some of y'all probably watch me just like, boy, you conceited. If you ain't know my daddy, you don't know conceited, baby. But that was one of those moments where it's just like, I wish we could have had this moment, like it's moments like this that I wish that we could have had. So I did a lot of mourning, a lot of reminiscing, a lot of reflecting. I was even asked by someone, with the rocky relationship that you guys have, how is it that in essence, this is it. It's just like, where did all the resentment and everything else go? And I'm just like, I'm crazy. I'm insane. Probably loony, amongst other things. I have yet to master the insanity level that is hating, disliking, having a disdain for somebody that is no longer here. It just makes absolutely no sense. Especially when what we had to say to each other was said. And it just is what it is. So it's pretty much it. Just me kind of opening up about, some of what I went through these last couple of weeks that I have not been on YouTube. Trust me when I say there has been so much more crap, but I'm choosing to not talk about it. Hopefully just let some of the things that happened while I was in Chicago die. So if I choose to talk about it, then I'll get on a video. We'll see. But I guess we could say this is my introduction back. At a minimum, I owe you guys a couple of shots, not even a couple, I owe y'all some shots of sunset videos. I owe you guys some Love and Hip Hops. And yeah, if I don't come back this Sunday, definitely next Sunday, I will be on Periscope doing a trending topics. So you guys, if you're not subscribed to my fan page on Facebook, go over there. I'll post on there if it's most definitely going down. Not quite sure. And at the same exact time, I might be moving yet again. And if everything plays out, I need for y'all to touch and agree with your boy. If everything plays out, I should be moving into a townhouse and all the other good jazz. And if all of that happens, then I can bring you guys back the In the Kitchen segments. And I think that I can actually get this channel back to where I was trying to get it to at the very beginning of this year. So I think that's it. I think that is all I got. This is the, I guess, stripped down challenge. Yeah, me just raw, uncut, no intro, no outro, no music, no nothing. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me. I greatly appreciate it. You guys have a blessed day, and I will see you guys on the next video. And chances are the next video you see of me, chances are it's probably gonna be multiple uploads. So see you guys then. Peace.